A good evening and warm welcome to all. So I invite you all to this Saturday webinar series on facing challenges. Now, as we begin this program, let us evoke the presence of Lord Almighty on us by bowing our heads for a moment of short prayer. Heavenly Father, we praise and we thank you for the gift of life that you've given to all of us. And in a very special way, Lord, we thank you for the gift of all the opportunities that you have given in our life to grow, to explore ourselves. Thank you, Lord, for the very many blessings as well as the challenges that comes on our way. And today, as we listen to our speaker, and as we reflect on our own lives too, Lord, inspire us, give us your grace, give us your spirit, that challenges may not stop us, but help us to evolve as better people. We make this prayer through Lord God who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen. Now moving on, I'm indeed very happy to introduce to you today's speaker, who would be discussing with us about how to go about facing challenges in our life. And that is our very own Antonian. She was an Antonian. She is Miss Genia. I'm very happy to introduce her, the very fact that she was an Antonian. And also she was someone who faced and overcome quite many challenges in her life. And she will be sharing with us her experience. She took a break for 10 years. And then after a break of 10 years, after being a mother, she decided to complete her graduation. And she did her graduation from our college. And then she went on to do her master's. And now she's heading on to do her PhD. Though she had many problems and difficulties on her way, that did not stop her. So let us welcome Genia Darling to this webinar, and let us hear from her experiences, how she faced and how she overcome these challenges. Over to Miss Genia Darling. Miss Genia, you can start your session.
Good. Hello. Hello, everyone. A very good evening. My name is Genia Darling, and I'm an ex-Antonian. Thank you so much, Ma'am Linu, Ma'am Arlene, for inviting me today. The topic today is about facing challenges. Challenges for me is something which I've overcome all the challenges in my life which I've faced. I'm a student, a working lady, and also a mother to a 16-year-old son. And I face a lot of challenges in my life. The first challenge which I faced in my life was when I became a mother at a very young age. I became a mother when I was maybe 18 years old, when I was 18 years old. So I had to drop school in between, took care of my son. Then somehow I tried to complete my 10th. So I went on doing my 10th, and so I passed my 10th. So after that, I faced a lot of problem in life. I had to take care of my son. I have my mom. My father passed away when I was very young. So the problem rose there when I had to take care of the family. So I started working, took a very small job, whatever I can. Even my mother also was working, but the financially, we were very weak that time. So I had to stop my studies. I did not join my 11. I started a job. Then when my son was around 4 years, I had to admit him to the school. I had to take admission for him to the school. So I took him admission. Then somehow I realized that even I also should continue with my studies again. So I took admission for 11 and 12. I completed my 12. Then after that, I thought this is the end, because my son also started growing up. And I said, this is the end. So that's how I started taking up jobs, started working, started earning money, taking care of my mother, my son. Then one fine day, when there was a parents-teacher meeting in the school, I had to go and attend for my son. I saw this advertisement there in Don Bosco Square, where it was written admission to BA evening. So when I saw there, suddenly I got that something inside me that I said I should go and try. I should go and try. Maybe I can start studying again. I should not stop. So I went to St. Anthony's, and I filled up the forms, everything, waited whether I would be selected or not. Then people say that there are angels who are there to come help you. So I had one very person who came help me to get admission there in Anthony's. I won't be taking out the name because I know that the person will not be liking it if I take out the name. So that was my guardian angel. I got the admission, and that time I realized that, yes, this is the future which I want to see in life.
Miss Genia, if you could unmute yourself.
So at that particular time, when the people around me, they came to know that I'll be continuing again with my studies, I got many bad feedbacks. Like, people started saying that, being a mother, she wants to go and continue with her studies. I got bad. People started talking bad about me. They said, after being a single mother, now she wants to prove, what does she want to prove? So I took those feedback from people to be something. I wanted to turn that into a positivity. I wanted to show them that being mother is not a crime. Being a single mother is not a sin. I admit that I made a mistake, but God is with me. He showed me doors to move ahead in life. So why should I listen to the other people? And so then I started going to college. The first day of my college, those 3 years in college were very special for me because I got to live my teenage life again. I'm sorry, ma'am, if I'm getting emotional, because this is something which I will cherish it for the rest of my life. Those 3 years in college which I spent, my friends. And so when the first day of college, then It was my first day of college. I had to go and attend. Then I told my mom, how will I go? I'm so mature. And like the other students will be very younger to me, maybe 10, 15 years younger to me. Then my mother said, you go, leave behind whatever people talk about you. You show them with your hard work. So I went. The first day of college I attended. Straight when they showed us where we had to sit in the class, I went directly. I sat in the front row. In the front row I sat because I was very shy. How do I face the other students? Because everyone was so young. So I sat there. Then one after the other started coming, introducing themselves, saying that, hi, my name is this, that. Then yeah, I introduced myself also. I said, yeah, hi, my name is Genia. I'm a mother. Oh, then that time they got so excited. I don't know, maybe due to this generation gap, I was expecting that they would stay away from me. But I was very happy. I was very happy to see that everyone welcomed me. They welcomed me so happy that I was shocked. I was shocked that in this generation, when my generation people talk bad about me, the new generation kids, they accepted me wholeheartedly. I was so happy to see that. Really happy to see that. You know, their thinking and the thinking of the people of my generation were really different. So then I started being friends with everyone. We started talking and everything. Then the first year was quite normal for me. Like I just went to class, attended class. After work, I worked also. Like I work in Hotel Panisuk, so I come for work every morning around 7. Then I get over by 4. So after 4, I had to rush to the college. So the first year was like a daily routine for me, you know, a daily routine, like coming to work. Then exactly after 4, go to college. After college, go home, start doing the household work, take care of the son, make him study, do homework, everything. That was my life. The second year, I started getting more active. Like I participated in dance competitions, like Teachers' Day. We prepared a group dance, and also I participated. At that time, I felt I'm living my teenage life. I feel like I've become a child again, a teenage again, you know. Being a mother, I forgot that I was a mother. Whenever I'm in college, I always forget that I'm a mother. I feel like I'm those students. So the college life has really changed me. So after I graduated, then this education, you know, education is really the pillar to success. I believe. I myself believe that, because after I became graduated, people started looking at me with respect. They started talking to me. They started knowing me, because when I was in evening college also, there was some press media also who came, took the coverage of the college of BE evening. And so even me, I was the one who gave us I was one who was interviewed at that time also. So people started knowing me, you know. I started getting messages from people, oh, we are so proud of you. We are really proud of you that after facing a lot of hardships in life also, you continued with your studies. And you know, that time I felt so good. I started having that positivity inside me that, yeah, maybe I did something good in life. So now everything is being paid off. I overcome all those hurdles, all those feedbacks from people, and those people who talk bad about me. Now after knowing that I even did my master's degree also, I completed my master's also, those people suddenly stopped talking to me also now, maybe because of jealousy. But I don't care what people think about me, because I know what I am, what education gave me. I know that. So I don't care what people think about me. My son is happy. My son is proud of me. My mom is proud of me. That is what matters a lot to me in life. So So I would like to say that I did my master's in social work counseling. Why? Because I was a history background student. Why I opted for this subject is because I see a lot of people facing problems in life. A lot of people facing problems in life. I wanted to be a part of that problem to help people in need. Like, you know, in the course which I studied, we studied a lot of people where we had to go for field work. We had to go and meet people. So I could see the challenges which I faced is so small in front, it's very small in front of those people who face a lot of challenges in life. You know, the areas which I covered is on drug addicts, the transgender, the sex workers, I would say, where we had to go for field works, we had to go and meet them. You know, the problem which they are facing are real. The what if you say the female sex worker, what she's doing, people talk bad about me, but when I met them personally, I could see the problem which they face. You know, they opt for this because they had no other options. They were not educated. Their husbands left them.
Miss Chinia?
Makes this happen. I had on them, how people discriminate them. So these all issues
Genia, if you can hear us. Genia, you are breaking up every now and then.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe you can continue.
Okay, so they got a lot of discrimination, these people, you know. So the second year when I did my field work, I did at Manbha Foundation. It is based on the drug addicts. I opted for the particular topic, drug addicts, you know, because I could see in and around my surrounding many small children have fallen prey to taking drugs, you know, very young children. When we had this program like where it is about the drug addicts. Many drug addicts came, where even an 8-year-old boy also came for that program, and he was a drug addict. So this is something the society now, at present, the society is facing a lot of problems with these drug issues. So I really opted for this in my second year, and most probably, if I get to do my PhD, I would focus basically on these drug issues, because I might know, maybe if I can help someone to quit those taking drugs and all, so I will be the happy person to help them, to counsel them that this is bad, don't use this. This will just ruin your life. So basically, this is what I opted for this subject. And talking about the challenges. Okay, now the second part of the challenge which I face is having a child who is studying, and you being a mother is also a student. It was very challenging for me because I had to dedicate myself also to studies and even take care of myself. So I faced a lot of challenge there, where daytime I had to go for work, and evening when I came home, had to do all my household work. So the timing which I got to study myself or to prepare myself for the examination was the timing from 12 a.m. till 3 a.m. That was the timing where I had to prepare myself to appear for the exams. So that is also that was very challenging for me, but I overcame those hurdles, and that is what I got the fruits. I got the fruits of success where I passed my exams. And yeah, just that is all about.
Ms. Dinia, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Dinia, for sharing with us right from the bottom of your heart a wonderful experience of your journey.
Much, ma'am.
Graduating from Antony's College and going ahead with your life in spite of
and
all the hurdles.
Yes,
Ms. Dinia, continue.
Okay, ma'am. One more thing I would tell the viewers who is watching right now: nothing is impossible until and unless if you have that positivity inside you. Nothing is impossible. Anyone can achieve anything in life. Me, after being a mother, after having a gap of 10 years, I completed my studies because I had that inside me that yes, I can do it. Leave behind what people talk about you. Leave behind all those bad feedbacks from people. Take back something positive and show those people what you can do. That is something which you will become a champion one day. I think myself that I'm a champion now. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ms. Dinia, indeed, you are a champion, a great champion, a wonderful champion who conquered many hurdles on your way. It was really, truly an inspiring sharing. Thank you so much for that too. It really a sharing, not from an information that you got from reading any material available to you, but right from your heart, from what you experienced right in your life. Thank you so much for that. Very inspiring sharing. So before we move on to taking the question session, I would like to remind all the students who are watching this program about the feedback link, which will be considered for your attendance as well as for your e-certificates. So kindly make sure that you fill in the feedback links which is provided to you. And the feedback link will be active only for 30 minutes, and I request all of you to fill it up. Now, thank you, Ms. Dinia. I felt when you said that you are really a champion and you said about being positive, I do remember your days in Antony's. I had the opportunity to take a few value education classes for you in the evening class. And I remember you are someone who is always with a bright smile. And that shows
Thank you so much.
You're always positive. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Before we move on to the questions, I just wanted to, maybe I would like to ask this question. Yes, I'm so sure that maybe after 10 years of gap, and especially with so many responsibilities back at home, when you decided on doing your graduation and when you came, and as you mentioned, after a long gap, it might be difficult for you to sit in a classroom also, I suppose.
Yes, ma'am.
I suppose you were a little bit scared also. How did you overcome? Was it your determination, or you had some steps in, overcoming that fear factor?
Yes, that is very true, ma'am. When the first day of my college, I was shivering. I was shivering because I had the thought inside me that the other students were very younger to me. How would they welcome me? But to my surprise, everyone was so welcoming. They came, they introduced themselves, and I also introduced myself to them. And since that day, we started becoming friends. The very first day when I introduced myself, also I told them, yes, I am Genia. Yes, I am a student, but also side by side, I'm a mother. So they were very surprised at that time, but still lovingly they welcomed me. And as days passed, even the boys also started coming, talking to me after knowing that, and they started giving me names. They started calling me as mommy in class. So I was the mommy to 52 students in class at that time. And the boys were very, they didn't treat me as a mother, but as a student, as a part of their group. So that is how I overcame all those fears in life. So I was positive that I can face people. I can really face people, my friends.
Thank you. Yes, so you faced everything with a very positive mindset. I have an announcement to the students. If you would like to ask something, if you have some queries or questions for Ms. Genia, please do post it in the chat box. Ms. Genia, I would like to ask something more. How did you manage time? Because I think one of the challenges that we face, be it be anything, whether you're a student or you're a person who works, managing time is something that is quite challenging for everyone. So if you could just, because you took up a lot of responsibilities, you had to raise your son, you had to look after your household work, and then you also had to study and responsibilities. You were also working. So how did you manage the time?
Yes, ma'am. Time management is very important. We were taught in the value education class, we were taught that time management is very important in life. My timing starts from 7 a.m. in the morning. So 7 a.m. is like coming for work. Up to 4 is my duty timing. So whatever I could complete my work, I had to complete it before 4. So if I could not complete it before 4, I would always tell them that, see, I'll come after my classes, my evening classes. I'll come back, I'll do the remaining work. So that is how I manage my time during for working hours. But I had to attend classes. I didn't want to miss even a single class, because the explanation which we get in the classes has really helped me to appear for my exams. You know, the notes which the teachers provide were very helpful for me. So that is how I passed in my examinations as well, because of the explanation and the notes given by my teachers. So I didn't want it to miss even a single class during those 3 years. So I always made a must that I should attend classes every day. Then after going home, I started cooking. I start with my household work, like I start cooking, washing, cleaning, and side by side, I made my son sit in one corner and make him study there. So that is how suppose if it's from 7 till 10, I'll make my son do that, all those things, and even me, I'll do my work. Then after that, we'll have dinner. I'll take rest for some time. Then from 12 to 3 was a must that I should dedicate at least 3 to 2 hours on my studies. Even if I have a touch every day on studies, I have something inside myself that I will remember, and it will be very helpful for me when the exams come. That is Miss.
Genia, can I say something?
Yes,
Gina, yeah. I think I personally really admired you. I admire you, in fact, not admired. I've seen you since you were a small kid. We lived in the same locality.
Locality.
Yes. So, I've seen you grown up. I've seen you matured. I think you are a fighter right from the beginning. You never gave up motherhood, even though you were very young. And when it was
Yes,
time
ma'am.
to focus on yourself again, I think you did that at the correct time. And I think you forgot
Yes.
to tell everyone that you were a very active student. You were a department representative, no, class representative also.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
You
As
did
a
not
class
back up.
representative.
You did not back up from that role also. You did take that role very responsibly. And your
Yes, ma'am.
teachers, your evening teachers were very proud. They were very confident. When you take up the role and when you take up responsibility, they had so much of trust in you. And I literally would hear stories about you. And, I just wanted you to know that, I'm really proud of you. I mean, everyone is really proud of you. And
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank
it's
you.
amazing to see you grow, because I know as a mother, it's not easy with time management, but
Yes,
you've
ma'am.
taught me that it is possible. So from today onwards, I don't think I should give an excuse.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Genia, my one question is that how did you overcome those years? It was not easy for you to be a mother so early in life, but
Yes.
you picked up that challenge too. Very early in life, you picked up. What were your thoughts? What were the difficulties? And what made you go ahead?
Yes, I would say that I became a mother at a very young age. Even I was very young at that time. It was very difficult for me to take care. But anyhow, I overcame all those hurdles in life. Uh, you know, whatever came, whatever problem came, I accepted it. I accepted it without any fear. I said, yeah, I can do it. And I did it. After that, then I had to quit my studies. I had to quit my studies, take care of my son. But somehow I did believe that maybe if my son grow up, maybe after he finishes schooling, if I have time, I will continue with my studies. But that opportunity came very early in my life. And so that's how I jumped to that opportunity and grabbed that opportunity and succeeded. And I hope that if I proceed forward with my PhD also, I will try to complete at the earliest and get that doctor degree before my name. I just wish that to happen in life now. That's it, ma'am.
Many of the students, no, Genia, many of our students, especially, who are coming to evening college as well, and many who are going the day as well as morning shift, they face many difficulties. And we have a lot of young girls who have already become mothers also. What message would you like to give them? Like you said, no, in the beginning, sometimes I feel that my problem is so big, but when I've seen others, I know that mine is very small.
Yes.
So many have the same attitude, let's say, thought. What message do you want to give them?
Yeah. The message which I would want to give those students is that whatever problem you face in life, face it confidently. Don't listen to what people talk or what people give feedback about you. Think positively in mind, have that positive mindset and move forward in life. And education is a pillar to success, because there's a saying, in order to educate yourself, like I myself, in order to educate myself, I need to educate the children first. So that is how you can do that side by side. Educate your children side by side, you educate yourself as well. That is how your son grow together. Now my son is 16 years old. He'll be appearing for his metric next year. So that is how me and my son are working side by side. If I pass, he go and tells his friend that, no, mommy gets higher percentage, I get very less percentage. Then he gets that confidence from me that, no, if my mom can do it, if my mother can get highest percentage, why not me? So I was very surprised on this half yearly examination. My son never scored first division in life, this time he scored first division in life, and I was very surprised that, I could give that confidence in him. I could build that confidence in him. If I can do, why not you? So you should have that positive mindset in life and move forward in life.
So you're saying that a positive mindset is very important.
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
think what you said earlier was acceptance also is very important.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
doors will always open. If not now, they will open one way or the other. And you need to
Yes,
grab
ma'am.
that opportunity when you can. Who's your strength, soul and strength that you have behind you?
My mother and my son. My mother and my son. And I always keep God in my prayers. And I know God is always beside me, because whatever I could achieve till date is all because of the blessings from my God. He was there side by side with me. Whatever problems I faced it so like very lightly. I was able to accept those challenges in life. So I believe God was with me. My mother is the pillar to my success. She is the backbone, my son. So these two hands, like my son and my mom, are side by side.
Genia, one more question I have.
Yes, ma'am.
At any point you finish till your master's right now and you're going ahead with your PhD as well, has there come a point that you ever felt that, okay, I can't do it, I should give it up?
Yes, I at one point of a time during this COVID crisis, yes, I thought that I wouldn't be able, because the work pressure which I'm facing now, it's a burden. It started becoming a burden on me. So I said, no, I won't be able. But sometimes when I sit back and think that if I stop now, I'll become the same person again. If I keep that 10 years gap again, it'll be very difficult for me. So I said, no, if my mind is still fresh now, I grabbed that studying things and all. So I should not let that skip away in between. So I thought that no, yes, I'll have to continue as well. I had that thought in between that no, master's is done. I will stop with my studies. But now I am having that positive mindset that no, I have to continue. I will move forward. I'll move forward with I'll move forward with doing my PhD. I won't give that full stop in between anymore.
So attending classes regularly is very important, what you said. And I think it's also one of the messages that many of our students who are watching this program should also, think about, because it does help the lectures in the class as well as the notes given by the teacher. How do you actually blend work? I want to know. It's a personal question because I think I am struggling myself. How do you put in work and then study? Because I grip so much. How do you balance work and study?
Balancing work and study, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, very challenging. Very challenging, ma'am. Balancing work and study is very challenging. If you come to work, you have to dedicate it fully on work. But I feel lucky that when during my exams also, I used to bring my books at work. In the workplace, I used to bring my books, and whenever I have a free time, I wish to take my books and start studying, because I don't want to leave even a very single minute also to go waste. Because being a working person, it is very difficult to maintain with your timing. So whenever I get a chance during working hours, I always take my books along with me, keep in my bag, and I start studying.
Thank you, Miss Genia, for every comment, every statement that you make is so inspiring. It's so wonderful to hear from you, and we feel so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Father.
So how you evolved evolved above all the problems and challenges that you have. So there is few questions which the students have posted. I would like to read out one question to you. Everyone faces challenges in life. Some quit and others don't. What advice would you like to give for those who gave up and those who are still struggling?
Okay. Yes, everyone faces challenges in life. Some quits, some still continue. My suggestion would be, if you're facing a problem, accept that the challenge in life. Try to overcome that challenge, cross all the hurdles. Then you will feel that happiness inside yourself, And the other question is, ma'am, what is the other question?
What advice would you give to those who are still struggling?
Struggle makes a person perfect. If you struggle, you will know what is your worth. So it is good that you face struggle from now, because later on you will lead that happiness in life if you are able to overcome those struggles from now at this age. So you'll be able to overcome those struggles ahead. If any problems comes in your life also, you'll be able to overcome those problems.
So, Ms. Tania, so you mean to say that struggles are a sort of tools which, perfect us in our life?
Yes, yes, miss, yes.
So that is so wonderful to hear. So basically our attitude to the struggle actually makes or it defines our way ahead.
Yes.
So we have one more question here. Ma'am, with the lack of evening classes in our state and many people wanting to study, in your opinion, are these hurdles preventing a lot of people from going ahead to study?
Yes, I believe yes, because yes, I believe this is very true, and we should be, I am happy that the alumni St. Anthony's College came up with such initiative of starting with the evening college, where it has helped many people like me who work in the daytime and who works in the daytime, and at least we got this opportunity to attend classes in the evening. And I believe the government should take more steps or should take more initiative to at least put an evening batch in every colleges, because during my 3 years in college, we had students from Smith, from Lightcore, from Mauschwitz, from far away also they came for classes. So I believe the government should take an initiative to start up with an evening classes, because the school, we can see, yes, the school started having evening school, but the colleges are very less here in our state, here in Shillong. So I believe the government should take such initiative to start up with a program of inventing or starting up with an evening college in every schools, even in the outskirt areas also.
Yes, indeed. It is such a joy to know that the evening college and Anthony's College has benefited you, not just you, many others as well, many students. And I think another thing that is commendable and that needs to be appreciated is that you took the chance of that opportunity. You didn't hesitant, you weren't hesitant about it. You took that chance. Every opportunity that was, because I remember, I was just reminded of what you said in the beginning of your talk. You said that you saw that poster of St. Anthony's Evening College and then you decided. So you got hold of that opportunity and continued with it. So that beautiful message from your part to the students on taking hold of every opportunity that comes in your way, that is also very Very nice to hear, no? And it is such a, it's so encouraging for the college also to hear that this initiative of evening college has helped so many students. It encourages the management as well to continue with such programs ahead. We have one more question here. Do you feel tired when you work or study? And do you take rest or not?
Yes, that is a very common question. Yes. I remember once Brother Albert took our class, and he said that while studying, always put a bottle of water. Whenever you feel that your throat is dry, something, drink water during studies. Drink water, go for a 5 minutes break. Don't watch mobile or don't watch TV, but go breathe in some fresh air and come back, continue with your studies again. Because if you drink water, your brains becomes fresh again. So I took that tip during my when I sit down for my studies at night. I always keep a bottle of water, and I remember, and whenever I drink, I remember what I studied earlier also. So that is one tip, that always drink water during your take break. We get a week off in my place. So during my work, when I take off once a week, but the problem is that we cannot take off from Friday to Saturday. We have to take from Monday till Thursday any day. So whenever I take off, I sleep during the daytime, and when it's evening, I come for college. So that is just once a week I take that proper rest.
Miss Dinia, as I listen to you, I think I have no more right to complain that I am tired, I cannot manage time. You were truly inspiring, even challenging. Your story was really challenging to me as well. And I'm sure that you are a wonderful role model to all those students who are still listening to you. And in line with the question which was asked previously, very often we complain that sometimes the difficulties or the hurdles that we have to face, it's too much for us that we just don't want to continue. People do, instead of putting a comma, like when you put a comma, you still continue with the sentence. But when you put a full stop, that's the end.
That's the end.
So, but then I think you showed a tremendous courage and perseverance. Instead of quitting, you continued. So that is something very amazing. And that qualifies you to be called a champion. I think that is one of the important qualities of a champion. That we don't quit, but we continue. So being persistent or having that perseverance, do you have any steps, any tips or any recommendations to our students that they can apply in their life too? Because I think that is one challenge that all of us face, not just students, even people who work and even who are homemakers also. Consistency and persistence is a big challenge. Do you have any tips to offer to us?
Yes, ma'am. Stress is something which becomes a burden in your life. So whenever you stress, try to freshen up your mind. Don't overtake that burden in your life. Stress, anxiety, so what do I say on this? I am not being able to answer this question, ma'am.
Let me ask you maybe in a different way also. Like, as you mentioned in the beginning of your talk, that when people constantly give you, let us say, negative feedbacks.
Okay.
Yes, but you were focused, like you held on to that positivity, and you were so focused on achieving your goal. How did you do that? Because sometimes these negative comments can really affect us, So how can we not let these negativity around us? Because obviously there will be negativity around us. How can us keep us away from and be focused on the positive attitude? If you can.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Life is a race. If you have good friends, Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Ms. Dinia, we can hear you. You can continue.
Yes. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Life is a race. Like when you have good friends beside you, you always tend to do good things in life. When you have those bad friends who doesn't encourage you in what you do, but they encourage in your bad things or in whatever bad you do, so you become you become a statue there only. So for me, how I proceeded forward in life is because of my friends. My friends encourage me a lot in whatever I do. Whatever I do in life, they encourage me a lot. They always give me a very good review, a good feedback, whatever I did. So, there's a saying that you should choose friends wisely. You should know who are your good friends and who are your bad friends. So choosing friends wisely, choosing a good friend is something which you will overcome the hurdles in life hand in hand with them also. Like you will be able to overcome all those problems in life and have that mindset where you will strike to that jackpot in life.
Thank you, Ms. Dinia, for this wonderful time that we had together and for sharing with us, as I mentioned, right from your heart, on sharing with us so much about your life and how you overcome the challenges in life. And I believe that no one's life is devoid of challenges and problems. Everyone do have. And in you today, we saw a role model, someone with whom we can look up to on how to face challenges in life and how to evolve through them. Not just that challenges to crush us out, but then to evolve much more stronger, as you mentioned, to evolve as a champion. So thank you so much for all the wonderful inspirations and experiences that you shared for each one of us. We feel very proud having an Antonian here speaking to us, to see you so much blooming in life. And we pray that God will continue to bless you, to bloom ahead in your life, to continue as a champion, as you said. May you explore the horizons ahead of you and truly become that champion who inspires very many people around you. We pray that God's blessings be upon you. And thank you so much for this time, this sharing. And continue to inspire. Thank you, Mr. Dinia. And I also would take this opportunity to thank St. Anthony's, thank you on behalf of St. Anthony's College, Value Education Department, and for your presence with us today, especially for inspiring each one of us in a very special way, our students. And thank you to Ms. Arlene and Sir Nathaniel, who is with us, helping us out in this program. And thank you, dear students, for joining with us today. The feedback form for you is posted, feedback link is posted. Please log into the feedback link and give your attendance and feedback. And we will meet for the next webinar on next Saturday. Until then, have a great time, a blessed weekend. God bless you all. See you all next Saturday. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dinia.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I can leave, ma'am?
Yes, Dinia.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Dinia.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Miss Arlene, thank you so much.
Thank you to you too.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Otherwise, I was just looking, where is the question, no?